TV network. Today I am reacting to Cringe as the modern audience claims Grand Theft Auto 6 is a symbol for gamers. Okay. This is from Dr. Disaster. You know he's gonna be shady. So, I have a couple of things to say before starting this video, though. I feel like, based on what we've heard on this, we heard like an ex-developer or developer spoil something for us, based on, I see you, motherfucker, I see you, I'm gonna take you, I'm gonna kill you. I see a fly on my very expensive curtain, by the way. But I'll let it chill for now, then I'm gonna get you. But alright, come back to me. My whole thing is, you good? Okay. My whole thing is, he said that the players were going to be, you can either romance Lucia, or you could keep her as a friend. That tells me that you can date her or someone else. Now, GTA has predominantly been heterosexual for quite some time, so I don't think that they will go down the player sexual route, and if they do, then it's an experience, as long as they don't overdo it. You know, like Baldur's Gate 3, that would be fine. That would be okay. I would be okay with that. But yeah, it's been predominantly heterosexual, so I don't see anything changing, and if it does, then okay. But not to a full extent, you know what I'm saying? But let's get started with this video anyway. Enough rambling. Motherfucker, you're just moving. You're just moving. I'm gonna get you. Okay.
Up, space pirates. This is your admiral, the ever-charming Dr. Disaster. And one of the most obvious traits that game journalists exhibit these days is a dislike of video games. As evidenced by the headline of this article here, they don't...
I have another video and talking about this, and I'm going to comment about it on that video, because that's ridiculous.
Really want to play games. They would much rather be watching a show or a movie.
Right.
I wrote a blog post a while ago about why I f***ing hate video games, because this is what it does. It appeals to, like, the male fantasy.
Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Exactly. You're the type of, okay. So you don't like video games? Bye.
Cause I don't want ass prints on my new door.
Seriously, this has been the attitude of all game journalists for the past decade or so, and to make it worse, it's also been the attitude of...
Fuck no, in fact, I hate video games. Yo.
Game developers as well. All this time, they've tried marketing games to anything but straight men, thinking they're gonna draw in a new audience, and it just has...
The hating men, the hating male activists gotta go. Get out.
Hasn't worked. At least not on any kind of a meaningful...
Even true female gamers don't want you here. Out.
Scale, which is a major component as to why the gaming industry is in such shambles these days.
I'm gonna kill you.
Video games are being targeted away from the audience that actually plays them.
That is without a doubt the dumbest thing I've ever heard. You are a f***ing idiot.
Well, the people who have been steering the industry in this direction for so long are growing more and more desperate to find a new angle to latch onto the hobby, and Grand Theft Auto 6 makes a convenient target because everyone knows it'll be pretty much the biggest video game that was ever made. We covered this article yesterday where a Polygon writer tried desperately to turn GTA 6 into a symbol of wokeness. And now, these game journalists...
Didn't they just shut down or something?
...are trying to act like the main character featured in the GTA trailer, Jason, was created specifically for them.
It's false. No way. Pure.
I would say that it's marketed both ways to the alpha male, like alpha male gamer, the person that wants to play as an alpha male, because he's fixing leaks, and he's ripped, and he looks like the kind of brolic guy that you want to play as and immerse yourself into. And then for the gays, it's eye candy, you know?
fiction.
Turns out, though, that not everything is gay, folks. It doesn't mean that gay people can't enjoy it, but if you watch the GTA trailer, filled to the brim with shots of scantily clad
And lesbians can
women,
enjoy Lucia's beautiful ass, you know what I'm saying?
and if you think that's gay, then your LGBT perception filter has to be cranked to the max. And look, this isn't an endorsement of the actual game itself. Maybe it'll be great, maybe it won't, I don't know, but the actual marketing is clearly aimed at straight men. The activists in games journalism are acting as though Jason wasn't made for straight guys, though, because we all know that if there's one thing straight males have never wanted to be in a video game, it's a buff, ripped dude with an attractive girlfriend.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
Are you doing the bending? Is that what you're doing? Is that what it is?
Share the video with your friends, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and consider supporting the channel by becoming a member. Channel members have access to the audiobook version of the first section of a novel I've written, a dark fantasy story called The Darkest Heritage, which will be out on Amazon soon. And I'm also working on a space pirate cartoon which channel members will get access to first. We can't just complain about the things we dislike in culture, we have to provide alternatives. So, if you want to support that sort of thing, become a channel member for as little as $5 per month. But let's see what these activistic game journalists are saying about member for as little as $5.
I'm trying to figure out if the lights are blinding on purpose like this, or if it's my astigmatism. Y'all let me know if you see the same thing.
$5 per month. But let's see what these activistic game journalists are saying about Grand Theft Auto. Once again, and I can't stress this enough, but once again, I feel like a lot of people are getting pissy with the discourse of this game, insisting
Yes, I just saw the back of Jason's shirt. Let freedom reign. That's what I'm talking about. Yes.
That it will be woke, and there's other people insisting that it won't be woke, and frankly, I don't.
I think it'll be a mixture of the two. I think it will have woke elements, but I think based on what I'm seeing right here, on what I just saw,
are getting pissy with the discourse.
Let freedom reign with the bald eagle holding guns. That's pretty based. Okay.
Course of this game, insisting that it will be woke, and there's other people insisting that it won't be woke, and frankly, I don't know. One thing that cannot be disputed, though, at least in my mind, is that the marketing with this latest trailer was excellent. It could end up being a bait and switch, and that is not me advocating for or against the game itself, so don't get bent out of shape. I know that Rockstar has seen tremendous turnover during the past decade, and that they have lost some important people, and I'm definitely concerned that GTA could be a stinker. But we have to be honest, the marketing looks good. It definitely has the feel of something that's being made by a studio that knows its customers. After all, in the interest of being intellectually honest, we have to remember that just a few weeks ago, there was that controversy with the Marathon game, where people were criticizing the hell out of the ugly and androgynous characters in that game that nobody finds appealing at all. Asmongold literally said that in order to market a shooter like that properly, they need buff, heroic dudes, and women who are effable. You don't have to like that, but it's the truth, because the main
sex sells. That's the harsh truth about this world. Sex sells. Okay, eye candy sells. Okay.
main audience are straight dudes for a game like that, and if you are not marketing,
even if you're gonna make them gay, sex sells. Attractiveness sells. You're gonna make a lesbian.
The game in that way with characters like that, then you are leaving money on the table. In Marathon, they made ugly blobs that nobody likes, but in GTA, they fit Asmongold's suggestions to a T, and look how many people have responded positively.
Especially back in the days of my, sorry to just take this off topic, during my exhibition days of like, do you know, posting thirst traps, sex sells. That's something that people eye on. Obviously I don't want that kind of attention on me because you know I'm happy with myself and I don't need to show it off. But yeah, that's just an example.
Not only the straight guys like it, but even the gay dudes do. Which, of course, is why the activists in journalism are trying hard to make it all about them. Here is Kotaku trying to make it all about the gay community. The headline of this article says Grand Theft Auto 6's Jason is gamers' latest sex symbol. And then it says, I was gonna play GTA 6 regardless of who I got to be, but I gotta give a shout out to Rockstar for giving everyone some eye candy with its protagonist duo, Jason and Lucia. While Jason is in a loving relationship with Lucia and seemingly straight to be determined, that hasn't stopped gay men from latching onto the guy after.
I mean, it is to be determined though. We don't know if they have a player sexual feature. We do know that it's going to be based on what that guy said. You can romance her or not, and it's going to be a Bonnie and Clyde situation. For the most part, people are going to romance them together. I think I would. I probably definitely would.
He was shown shirtless, sweaty, and gross in the latest trailer.
Or I might be a hoe if it gives me a chance. I don't know.
Grand Theft Auto 6 may still be a year away, but its male lead is already becoming a sex symbol among the gay community after just 2 trailers. And look, that's all well and good. I don't give a shit if someone is or isn't attracted to Jason, but it's this crap here, where they try to associate him as a symbol of their movement. That's what doesn't work. But reading on, it says here,
I don't think it matters. It's publicity, and they're closing down anyway. I don't think it matters. I really don't. If people are, if he wants to thirst all over Jason, if they want to talk their shit, let them talk their shit. I don't think it matters. I don't think it's that serious of a deal. Okay, let him be a gay sex symbol, even though he's straight. There's a lot of straight men have gay fans.
it's easy to see why gays are latching onto the guy. Rockstar probably knew what it was doing when it led the latest trailer with a scene of Jason working hard while his jacked upper body glistened in the sunlight. And yes,
yeah, he sounds like he's
they knew
thirsty.
exactly what they were doing, because that is the aesthetic that straight men generally aspire to be. We want to be shredded and unmistakably masculine.
100%. 100%. I'm still lifting.
Notice that
I still got potato muscles, but you know what? I'm gonna get there.
they didn't make him wear any rainbow clothes or say anything even remotely perceivable as gay.
Because you know what's funny? These activists, they want to talk shit about looking, having purple hair, being overweight. I'm gonna use an example. I knew this journalist, right? I'm not gonna say his name. He was fat. He had this look that just didn't appeal to the masculine gaze, right? Okay, but he was very flamboyant, which there's nothing wrong with that. But he kept wondering why this masculine man who looked a lot like Jason, by the way, wasn't into him. And I sat him down and I told him, sweetie, it's because you don't look like that. Look at him and who he's dating. Okay? You have to be shredded. You have to look a certain way for him to go for you. It's I try to sugarcoat it as much as I can, but you can't sugarcoat it with these people. You gotta be harsh and honest. I even gotta work on myself to attack a certain type that I want to attract. You know what I'm saying? So it's the harsh truth. It's the harsh truth of reality. You have to look a certain way for certain crowds to come for you, or go for the crowd that is attracted to the chub types.
He has a girlfriend, for cripe's sake. You can see him doing romantic things with her. From a marketing perspective, it's just a bonus for Rockstar that gay fellas and straight ladies will like this guy. But that's just the point. The ideal version of a straight guy is attractive to nearly everyone on the freaking planet. But let's look at another article where they try to convince us this was made for gay dudes. This is from the outlet Queerty, Grand Theft Auto's hunky new character seems geared for the gays, but many say that would be wrong. And after giving a summary of what we see in the trailer, they then show a bunch of social media posts of gay dudes trying to lay claim to Jason. This guy says, "I just want to know if I can make him kiss guys." And then this dude says, "Rockstar giving the gays what we want."
Let
And don't
them
forget
have
about
it.
those
Let them
straights
have
as
it.
well,
It's
though,
fine.
my dude. You know, the vast majority of the population. Isn't it funny how if we just follow the straight guy ideal, everyone is just happy with it? Anyway, then this guy said, "Unfortunately, I do need..."
Because the harsh truth of it all is that gays are attracted to straight-looking males. If you're gay, you're attracted to masculinity. Hello,
Jason
for the most part. Some people like effeminate.
from GTA 6 badly, and then this person wrote, "Jason from GTA 6 would fix me," but then here's the one that has people's eyes rolling big time. This guy wrote, "This is not targeted towards straight men." And then this guy replied, "Buff male game characters are in fact only targeted to straight men." And
Both.
I don't know about only being aimed at straight guys, but it's definitely an ideal that straight guys want to attain. And then
Thank you.
this guy also responded to that comment, "Ah yes, straight men, famous for not wanting to play as buff guys." And yeah, that one really speaks to me because sarcasm is my first language. But you guys get the picture.
Right, what
A
was
certain
his
segment of
comment?
people are trying to play as buff guys. And yeah, that one guys want to attain. And then this guy also
Oh,
responded to that
thanks for not
comment,
wanting to play with
"Ah
guys."
yes, straight men, famous for not wanting to play as buff guys." And yeah, that one really speaks to me because sarcasm is my first language.
Yes,
but
it
you
is.
guys get the picture. A certain segment of people are trying to hijack this game, which is ironic since it's called Grand Theft Auto, but they want to take it over because the identitarian crap that they've tried peddling for the past decade or so has left the industry in ruin. And there seems to be a noticeable trend.
Those cars blowing up, that car chasing blowing up scene is very reminiscent of the Matrix demo, and I feel like GTA is utilizing the full extent of what the Matrix demo showed us. That those two I can compare, that they're equally similar, and I really, really like that.
Of game studios moving away from this sort of thing. Now, a lot of these identitarians are desperate to latch onto something that will keep them relevant, but the desperation makes them seem quite small and sad. It's hilarious to watch. But anyhow, I'm gonna leave it there. Clearly, this marketing for GTA 6 is aimed at straight men, at least in my view, and the gay crowd liking it is a fortunate coincidence for Rockstar. But what do you think? Drop your thoughts in.
Subscribe to this man. But I honestly think it's marketed to both. You make good looking characters, people are gonna flock to it. Male or female. That's just the hard truth of life. But let me know what you think on the comments below. Let me know what other gaming videos you want me to react to. Like, subscribe if you vibe, become a beat today, and I will see you guys on live streams. Take care. Thanks for stopping by.